Hi, I'm Leslie, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how five little words from the book Second Chances by Chuck Gallagher changed my life. The five words are there is pain with change. And these five words mean a lot to me because I know what pain is and I know what change is. In this book, Chuck is an older man who has a family. He gets into jail later on in the book, and he goes through a lot of situations that none of us want to go through. Um, he lives a hard life. He struggles trying to get out of jail, and the main thing that he does is he doesn't give up. Not giving up really shows a lot about one person because it shows that you are strong. It shows that you care, that you can work for what you want. Um, Change has always been a big part of my life. I've gone through many changes, many consequences. People ask, where does the pain come in with change? And pain can come in many different ways. It can come in consequences. It can come in the change itself. Um, I can give a few examples, as in when I was in elementary school, I bullied a lot of kids, and I got bullied back. That brings change to my life because the way that people reacted towards my actions, it affected me in several ways, and it hurt me deeply, causing me to hurt other people deeply, and that causes a lot of change for them. That brings pain for them. It makes them feel down. Um, my whole life, I've lived with my mom, and my parents have shared custody, so every other weekend I have to go with my dad, and that's some change. That's some pain because that also means I don't get to see my father certain days that I really want to spend with him, and it's just a lot that I have to go through. Um, like I said, my whole life I've gone through change, pain, happiness. I've gained new friends. I've lost friends. I've gone through a lot of situations, and just reading about Chuck and how he can manage his way through his life, his way through being in jail over one mistake that he made, just really impacts me. It shows me that you need to work harder, you need to not give up. If you love something, if you have someone to go home to, like me, my parents, my family, I have people I have to go home to. And making one stupid mistake can get you to places where you never imagined you would be. Um, there are days where you might make mistakes. Mistakes come with consequences. You know, you have to learn from them. You have to deal with whatever consequences you are giving, and learning from them only makes you better. Um, with changings, you can change in moods, you can change in actions. With me, I acted out in several different ways that brought negative stuff in my life. And with that, it brings consequences, as in getting suspended, getting in trouble with my mom, not being able to hang out with friends, not being able to do things I wanted to do. And the main reason why I keep on referring back to my life is because, this line is my favorite line from the book. There is pain with change. Change can be good and bad. Change can be personal things. It can be, relative things. It doesn't always have to be something personal to yourself. Changing can mean becoming someone you should have became, which can bring positive things into your life. The choices you make, the people you hang out with, the things you buy, the things you consume, everything can be brought back to consequences, brought back to good choices, bad choices. Pain can be brought to the plate in many ways, when it comes down to one's personalities, one's actions. Taking Chuck as an example, Chuck robbing was something negative that affected his family while he was at a young age. He had a family to come home to, and sadly, making a few mistakes because of bad thoughts caused him to not being able to stay in touch with his own kids, spending time with his loved ones. Chuck made many mistakes, and his consequences led him to places he would never imagine arriving at. He soon became to understand that choices he made would determine his and create his own future. After him being in jail so long, it hit him, and he saw what he was going through. I believe that many people can change anything if they see that they're making a mistake and truly deep down inside they believe that they can change, and change is a beautiful thing. When it's happening um, to a person, it's helping them get back to the positive side. This can help many people realize that, you know, life might come with struggles, with bumpy roads, but life is beautiful, and no one should ever go through hard times like Chuck went through over silly little mistakes. People being more careful with their words and actions are lucky. They have a positive life, they don't go through consequences. But that's something that we all have to work on. We all have to get better at what we say, at what we do, and how we act out at people. And these 5 words really impacted my life in several ways. And one of them is me realizing that with change, pain might come into the plate, but change is beautiful, and anyone can change if they really want to.